Hi, my name is Hiro. I'm going to explain the super quick overview of Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba in Japanese. Even if you don't know anything about it, it's alright. You can learn very quickly by this video and you can catch up. Even if you are a fan already of Demon Slayer, there are things that you can only understand by knowing Japanese or Japan very well, and I'm gonna explain all of those here in a second. So let's enjoy it together. So Hero's quick explanation is divided into three groups. The first one is talking about records and histories. The second one, I'll go through a brief story about it, only the initial part of the animation 1 through 6. And then the third one, I have analyzed that what made Demon Slayer such a success. Okay, so let's get right into it. The story takes place in the Taisho era. Taisho is like 1910s and 20s. A boy whose younger sister turned into a demon fights against the demon to turn his younger sister back to human. Okay, so long story short, this boy Tanjiro has a younger sister called Nezuko, who turned into a demon, but Tanjiro tries hard so that he can turn Nezuko into human and get back again. This is all about Demon Slayer. So, how did this comic book got famous in the first place, and how did it become so successful? It's because of this. 2016, the series started on Weekly Shonen Jump. For the guys who doesn't know about Shonen Jump, is that this is the best magazine that sold, best comic magazine that is sold in Japan. It's very thick. It has like 30 comics inside, and it's weekly, so it has each comic has like 10 or so pages, and it's like $2. It's very cheap. Everybody buys them and reads them so that they can get the latest. And then like probably a month later, there's going to be these comic books sold in the store. So if you want the latest and the greatest, then you have to go buy the Weekly Shonen Jump. Weekly Shonen is like a young boy. Weekly Young Boy Jump. Jump probably is like walk, run, and jump kind of thing. So you get everything ahead of time. Okay, so once you're in Jump, then that means that your manga is going to be very successful and popular. So, Demon Slayer was one of those books in Shonen Jump, and at that time it sold like 5 million books. Well, that's pretty good, but 2019, 3 years later, it turned into an anime, and there was 15 comic books at that time, and anime had like one to six, and it was aired from April to September, and that became a very big hit. It smashed the hit through the anime world. It's not like a super popular manga gets remade into an anime, but more like a popular manga just gets remade into anime and then becomes a super popular manga, and that's how this went. The theme song Grenge by Lisa is also very popular. You can see a lot of YouTube videos that people are singing. It starts like this: 強くなれる理由を知った something like that. Okay, anyways, while this anime got so popular, sold 5 million copies, and then once the anime started, it jumped to 80 million. And then after all the books were sold, 23 books were sold, it jumped to 150 million. And then when the movie got out, Mugen Train movie, that had a gross amount of 500 million, which is number one, the history number one, a global of this. So it was the first time ever in modern cinema a non-Hollywood film was taking over the global box office, and it topped it right away on 2020. Next, we're gonna jump right into the story. Tanjiro is the main character. His full name is actually Tanjiro Kamado. His last name is Kamado, and the first name Tanjiro. He lives in mountain area. He cuts woods and make charcoals and sell them in the village and cities. And his father passed away when he was little, so he took care of his mom and his two younger sisters and three younger brothers. He was a boy who sold charcoal for his family to earn money. He was in his teens, and I kind of noticed that each Japanese kanji has its own meanings, and Tanjiro's tan actually is called like sumi. That means charcoal in Japanese. So that's kind of like probably the reason why he sells charcoals. And by the way, he has a special a capability in his smells. So he can smell a lot of things far away, and he has a pretty good ability of smelling. In the village, when there was some problem, people would look for Tanjiro, and then they say, Tanjiro, listen, I'm not the one who broke the jar, but everybody thinks I did it. What do you think? Please smell it for me. Okay, it smells like a cat. So it must be a cat who broke it. So he didn't break this. Tanjiro told everybody in the village. And then everybody says like, what? If Tanjiro says that, then that must be true. So Tanjiro was a boy who was loved by everybody and trusted and by the entire village, and everybody knew that he had a very good capability in smelling things. Okay. After he sold the charcoal and helped people out, it became a little bit dark, and it's late now. So Tanjiro was about to bring everything back to the mountain. And somebody who lives outside the town called Tanjiro. Hey Tanjiro, how are you doing? It's getting dark, so it's gonna be a little bit dangerous. You can come in and sleep at my place. Is it really? It's not so dangerous, I think. Tanjiro said, but the person said that there will be some demons out there. Demons? Okay. Sir, but if we stay in the house, the demon won't find us, right? But the guy said, actually, the demon finds us wherever we are. Okay, but it should be all right because there's Demon Slayer who's going to protect us. He's been keeping us safe all the time. So Demon and Demon Slayer comes out. So there's a world with Demon Slayers slaying the demons, right? Okay, thank you very much. Tanjiro is a very kind boy. I gotta go. And he's on his way back, climbing mountain. And he smells something weird, very weird. It's not a good smell. Ooh, whenever sad things happen, it smelled like this. It was blood. What is this blood smell? Is it my house? And Tanjiro started running. No, no! It smells like blood at my house. He opens the door and sees his family covered all in blood. What's wrong? Wake up, wake up! He tried to wake his family up, but everyone is covered in blood, and they were so cold. What's happening? Is it demons' fault? There was one person who was still warm. It was Nezuko, yes, his younger sister. There she is, the younger sister, Nezuko. Oh, so Nezuko was the only one who was warm, and then Tanjiro started running to see the doctor, thinking that Nezuko will be saved by a doctor. Nezuko is on his back and climbing down the mountain, snowy mountain, and then Nezuko suddenly woke up. Huh? What? Are you okay, Nezuko? And Nezuko is like, "Rrr, rrr," and she became a demon. what's wrong with you? And the fight started. Nezuko turned into a demon and tried to bite Tanjiro. Um, it's so sad. She was covered in blood and then became a demon. Roar. And Nezuko, stop, Nezuko, please. And his voice kind of touched Nezuko deeply, and Nezuko started to sobbing. Nezuko, is she understanding what I'm saying? And that was a moment when the samurai with great skills appeared. This is Gyu, and he tried to slay Nezuko right away, but Tanjiro said, "Stop, stop, stop." There was this demon slayer, a male demon slayer came, and he was asking Tanjiro, "Why are you protecting this? It's a demon," said the demon slayer, and then Tanjiro answered back that she's my younger sister. Please don't kill her. She's my younger sister. Please. But the demon slayer was too quick, too swift. Nezuko was taking a blink of an eye, and then he says, "I'm gonna kill it." And wait, please don't kill her, please. She's my younger sister. I have no idea what happened. My other family members were dead, and I have no idea how it happened. Anyways, so the demon slayer explained to him that her wound was touched with the blood of a demon. That's the reason why she became a demon. So here it comes. It means that once the demon's blood touches the wound of a human being, then a human also becomes a demon now. So that's how more demons who eat humans appear. Demons which eat humans. So now we know that demons eat humans, and Nezuko became a demon because of the blood of the demon. So that's how humans turn into demons. Tanjiro still said, "Please, I'll do everything. Please don't kill her." Tanjiro kneels down and begs, and he's begging, "Please forgive her. Please do not kill Nezuko. She's the only one alive in my family." And then the skilled samurai gets angry. He says, "Do not interfere with my right to kill or save people." He was very strict. "Do you think a demon will understand what you say? Don't be so weak." Well, demon slayers must have been really committed to slaying the demons. "Do you think you and your fragile mind can protect humans from demons?" The samurai said to him. "Damn it. Humans are above everything, but I don't want my sister to die." Tanjiro, knowing that it's impossible, but he runs to the samurai with a commitment. "Do you think your simple attack works?" The demon slayer says. But the Tanjiro started throwing rocks at the demon slayer even after these comments, and he throws rocks, and he has an axe on the other hand. He had an axe to use for cutting woods, right? And so he tried to attack the demon slayer while throwing rocks. He went to the demon slayer with an axe, and the samurai attacked it back, and then Tanjiro kept attacking the samurai, and the samurai thinks that that's a simple tactic. You can't hurt me with that. But the samurai found out that Tanjiro was not holding an axe in his hand. Where is the axe? And he now suddenly realizes that Tanjiro was not holding an axe, and when he looked up, the axe was coming right at him from the sky, and whoa, that was close. The axe nearly hit him. Oh, that was really close. That was close, yeah. And I see. Tanjiro, in fact, threw the rocks and the axe at the same time. Swoosh. And then he threw it in the sky. He threw the rocks to deceive the samurai, and he pretended he had an axe in his hand and he was coming at the samurai. "I get it. You're quite good at it," the samurai thought. And at the next moment, Nezuko kicked him, and the skilled samurai got kicked, and Nezuko roared, and she was protecting Tanjiro from the samurai. She was like protecting him. Um, and the demon slayer thought, what is this? What's happening? Because usually demons want to eat bleeding humans like Tanjiro, but this demon was trying to protect a human. He was never seen such a demon before. They might be special. That's what the samurai thought, and I see they might be special ones. So he finally tells Tanjiro, "Okay, I understand you guys. You have to go and find a man called Sanko Sankonji Rokidaki, who lives in deep woods. My name is Giyu Tomioka. Tell him that I sent you guys. Go find this man, Sankonji Urokodaki." And then he says, "Be careful. Do not let your sister get caught in the sunlight." That was a warning. So let's go. Oh, okay. You have to be in this basket and a blanket. But Nezuko is huge. Once she became a demon, her body got like 1.5 times bigger. And Tanjiro asked Nezuko, can you get yourself smaller? And then she was able to. Seems like demons can change their sizes. Probably Nezuko can. And then Nezuko was biting this bamboo because so that she doesn't bite anyone. And then she got smaller, and she walked inside the cage and in this basket that Tanjiro was carrying, and she was really cute. Yeah, good girl. During his trip to meet Rokodaki, he meets another demon. He is very unlucky. He goes to this building and he wants to rest, but when he opens the door, he sees people covered with blood lying down dead, and now he sees the demon, and the demon says, "You bastards, I'm gonna eat you up." And Tanjiro attacked the demon's neck, but the wound got healed instantly. It heals. So demons' wounds heals fast, instantly, just like that. And so let's recap what we know about demons. The blood of the demon increases the demon's population, and demons' wounds heal quickly. So they're like zombies, right? And right at that moment, Nezuko kicked the demon's neck, and the demon's head got cut off. And because Nezuko is also a demon, demons have these superpowers. Nezuko's very powerful, and Nezuko is so strong. But the demon without the head, the demon kept talking, and he just wants the head back. And even though the head was cut off, he was still alright. Then, so Tanjiro decided to attach his head to a tree, and his head got stuck between the tree crack, and the demon saying, "No, my head isn't moving," and 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 then from the back there was this gentleman. There was this old man, um, and he was the Urokodaki. So the old man had an amazing appearance. He was in his 50s or 60s, wearing a Tengu mask. Tengu is like a red face and a long nose like Pinocchio, and this man had a strong impact, right? And he asked Tanjiro, "What are you doing? What are you going to do? What am I supposed to do? If it won't die with its head off, then what should I do?" And Urokodaki thought that he's kind of slow in his judgments, and he's too kind. And Tanjiro asks, "Should I crush it? Should I crush it with a stone or something?" Um, and uh, and when he was he was too kind that he couldn't do that. But the sunlight came out, and Nezuko hid into the building, and then the sun came out, and then the head of the demon just burned up. Ah! It turned into ashes. So there's such a rule. Tanjiro was shocked. I was shocked too. But just like you know, just like a vampire or Dracula, when it gets to the sunlight, the body burns up. Okay, so we got it. So demons are afraid of sunlight. That's why they move in the dark, right? So he met Urokodaki, finally met Urokodaki, and then Urokodaki already heard about Tanjiro and Nezuko from Giyu Tomioka, and Tanjiro, um, he he's going to be he became the master of Tanjiro. So Urokodaki was also a demon slayer a long time ago, and now he is a master who fosters demon slayers. So I'm your master now, so I can teach you. And then the two goes to Urokodaki's house, and Nezuko falls asleep and doesn't wake up for a couple days, and it's a deep sleep. She didn't open her eyes, and at that very moment, Tanjiro started some training. So here it is. It's a good part. So all of the comic manga books, main character needs some training, right? Even for Dragon Ball, Son Goku trains from Master Roshi Kamiseni, and then gets stronger and stronger, and boys like that. Basically, boys must be trained to become adults, right? So Tanjiro goes to mountains for training, and he gets with the Rokodaki. And Rokodaki is very fast climbing. He's not like an old man, and he he'd been climbing up and down mountains a lot, and the man is really fast. And Tanjiro is catching his breath, and finally arrives at the top of the mountain. And Urokodaki says that, okay, you have to climb down by yourself. And if you come down by yourself safely, then you're accepted. Okay, so Urokodaki goes down after saying that, and then, okay, climbing down, oh, that's easy. And then in a second, Tanjiro realized that it's not so easy because there were like hundreds of traps that Urokodaki has set. Rocks, flies, and there's like all kinds of traps that if you miss, it might kill him, right? And I'm not sure how Urokodaki made all these obstacles, but Tanjiro was exhausted, and finally he completes all that, and comes down, and he was yelling that Nezuko, Nezuko, and then he was calling Nezuko's name, and Tanjiro and Nezuko was waiting for him, and when the doors opened, Tanjiro was all bloody, covered with blood, and he says, "I'm back," and then Urokodaki says, "Okay, you're accepted." Um, I don't know what kind of mountain this is, but he continued his training after that, going up and down all the time, and then finally, he says, "Am I strong enough now?" And to Rokodaki, and Rokodaki says, "Okay, there's no more thing that I can teach you. This is the last mission. You you have to cut this rock. There's this huge rock, maybe I should say a stone, a big stone, huge one." And then he tries a couple times with his sword, but it doesn't work. And then finally, there's like two small children came to him one day, and then they looked like they were like younger children, a girl and a boy in a fox mask. Their names were Sabito and Makomo. Sabito is the boy, Makomo is the girl. And they say to Tanjiro, "You can't cut it like that." And then he started training with these kids. And after a while, Makomo says that you're not breathing properly. She says that he is not breathing properly, and this is the important part for this manga. We know that demons cannot survive under sunlight, right? And now we know that samurais are more powerful than demons because of proper breathing. That's very important. So this is what one of the huge elements of this settings. Proper breathing is important to have the energy to fight against demons. Even for yoga and chakra, you need to have the proper way of breathing. Makomo told Tanjiro that he is not breathing properly. So if the full concentration breathing is possible, and if that breathing lets him focus on all of his senses, the blood flow will increase and the potential can be unleashed. So, demon slayers will be able to slay demons by this superpower, and then therefore, Tanjiro started to learn proper breathing. And while he learns how to breathe properly, at last he cuts Sabito's fox mask he was wearing, and Sabito's mask was removed in half. And and Sabito used to be very strict when he was training, but you could see his smiling face when the mask got removed, and all of a sudden he says, "You're ready," and they just disappeared. Hey, Sabito, hey, Makomo, where are you guys? And just Tanjiro noticed that when they disappeared, there was a big rock in front of him that was cut in half. And then he goes back to Rokodaki and says, Master, I cut the rock." And the master goes, "I see, you're ready to go now." Go where? To the final test of Demon Slayer's corpse. So, Demon Slayers are not independent fighters. They have an army called Demon Slayer's Corps, and which was organized to slay demons. And Urokodaki told Tanjiro to go for the final test. "Okay, master, I got it." And Nezuko is still sleeping, so he says that, "Oh, please send my regards to Sabito and Makomo." And then Tanjiro mentioned their names, and then Urokodaki got shocked. What? Sabito and Makomo? How does he know about that? Those names. They were dead. Sabito and Makomo were dead for some reason, and it was found out that for some reason they helped Tanjiro's training. Okay, and the test is really hard. So there's a mountain called Fujigasane, full of Fuji flowers. These are beautiful purple flowers, and the mountain was filled with these. And demons were gathered up in this mountain, and live demons are released, and which are called by demon slayers. And then the trainees have to be in the mountain for 7 days, 7 full days, and have to survive. And once you survive 7 days, then you can join the Demon Slayer's Corps. So everyone has their own reasons, but they're all worried whether they can survive or not. But they go deep in the mountains, and guess what? Demons emerged right away. And also there are many different types of breathing, such as water breathing and other types of breathing. And what Tanjiro learned was the water breathing. after he shouts it out like the water breathing, the first form, Tanjiro started attacking the demon, and the demon head got cut off. And when using the special sword and the breathing style to behead the demon gets burned up. So the ordinary sword doesn't work, and it heals right away. But if you attack the demon by the special sword and also the special breathing style, then you can defeat the demons. So Tanjiro says, I got it. I didn't train for nothing. I might be able to survive like this. And thank you, Sabito and Makomo. And thank you, Master. And thank you, Gyu. So he thought he could survive. Yep. And he was attacking demons while thinking like this, and he suddenly heard a scream of one of the candidates and running away. What happened? What's going on, everyone? And what's wrong with you guys? And he saw this big, huge demon with so many arms. It's the hand demon. So it has many, many arms, and the demon is very dangerous. And the demon kind of asks Tanjiro, and he kind of sees the mask, the fox mask, and he says, I saw this fox masks, guys. I ate 13 of them, and you're the 14th one. And Tanjiro understands that the master told him that if the demon eats human and eats a lot of them, they get stronger, right? And that was the whole reason why this arm demon was very strong. And he also knows about Rokodaki because Rokodaki was the one who captured him and released him in this mountain 47 years ago. So, and at last, Tanjiro has used the water breathing, and he defeats this arm demon, hand demon, and then when he was dying, he says, "Please hold my hand." There's when this memory comes up. This demon's memories comes up. It was his older brother. He used to beg to hold hands. He was actually the demon was actually a younger brother, and he really liked to hold hands with his older brother. But when he became a demon, he ate his older brother. So that was really a sad thing. And the hand demon, he used to be a human being, right? And he was holding his brother's hand. So that was his memory, and that was the reason why. That was a secret that he had, and that was the reason why he had all kinds of arms around him. It was his biggest and important memory. So nobody knows the reason why he became a demon, but same as Nezuko. But he became a demon without knowing and killed someone that he really likes and important, and it was his family member. So he says it was his trauma was shown while it was burning, and he says, I can see it now, my brother. And the hand demon died. So all the hands fell off, and Tanjiro held those hands, and he was very kind. Thanks for watching, guys. Okay, see you next time. Bye.